Fast cars,
faster opinions.
we are
The Slipstream Sisters. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Slipstream Sisters podcast. We're your hosts, Kinley,
Kelsey Ray, and Carson.
and we are going to be recapping everything that happened during the Silverstone Grand Prix. And then we'll talk a little bit about predictions for the next race. I know Carson's got technical tidbit she's going to give us. That's what we've got. Does anyone want to jump in and get started right off the bat?
Well, can we just acknowledge how poetic it is that Silverstone always happens during the 4th of July?
Yeah, it is poetic. I always think about that one content creator influencer who does the like roasts the heck out of the Brits. You guys
I know what you're
video I'm
talking about.
talking
And he's like, how many Super Bowls have you guys won? Oh, that's right. None. Because we have all of them.
yeah,
Shows
and
the
then he
beans on the
shows-
plate.
Yes, and he was like,
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it, but this literally is your country. And then he talks about the World Cup, and he's like, well, you guys can't even beat us at your own sport. He was like, our women took it from you. And then he's like, he does the 4th of July background, and he's like, uh-oh, what happened here? He's like, what do you guys do on the 4th of July? Gather together and cry?
It's like we're diehard America, and then we're like, we're locked in for Silverstone.
It just like cracks me up that Checo and Valtteri had America themed helmets.
Uh-huh.
I was like, neither of these guys are from America. What are we doing?
But thanks,
It's like,
guys.
we get it because Cadillac, we get it, but it's just so...
Like the car makes sense because it's like general
course.
like team constructor, but I'm like, for the drivers,
Like, let's not... I don't know. They're probably like, this
Yeah.
feels so foreign to us.
You were right that one day we were like die hard eating hot dogs, huzzah, America, and the next day we're like, our European race cars. And I'm here for that. Singing the English national anthem,
Mm-hmm.
which apparently everyone knows the words to. So
I don't, and I
me
know
neither.
I like sort of make it up.
history's over. Let's
History
continue.
class, close the textbooks. Close the textbook. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Well, I guess we can jump into my heartache with Silverstone. Devastating. That's all I've got to say about that. My Silverstone 2026 is my top horror film of the year. That was devastating for me. Now, he had a really great KIMI. Everyone knows this by now. If you've been listening, I'm talking about KIMI.
Of course.
If you're new here, I'm almost always talking about KIMI. He had a really fantastic weekend. Obviously, the sprint race went really well for him. Qualifying went really well for him. And then his car broke at the end of the Grand Prix. And he was doing so well. He was P2 for the majority of the race. He was on pace for like potentially having a real battle with Leclerc and a real shot at pole position. And then his car broke. The car, I broke the car.
I broke the car.
The radio messages were heartbreaking. So if you don't know what happened, they were
so sad.
I had tears in my eyes.
Like things of a horror film, not joking.
Like the
Yes.
desperation in his voice, I think that does show though his rookie, like him being a rookie at heart. Like,
yes, I will get to that in a moment
Okay.
because I have thoughts on that. But
Okay.
I want to start by saying if you don't know what happened to Kimi during the Grand Prix, it's not uncommon for the cars to hit the curbs. That's like pretty normal when they're driving the track. He'd, ran over the curb multiple times. A lot of the drivers do. But I guess at one point he had run over the curb and part of the shield to his front wing tire broke off and like got jammed into another area of the car and it messed up his steering really bad. And it happened really quick and he starts panicking on the radio. They pull him in for a pit stop. He's like losing places by the second. It was like I was watching it all fall apart in real time. Devastating. They change out his whole front wing, thinking that's the issue. It doesn't fix the problem. They have to pull him in for a second pit stop. They unwedge it, but something got damaged during that because he still wasn't able to turn the car very well. Because of that, he also had gone off track limits because his car wasn't turning. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. He gained no positions for that. He gained no time for that. Like nothing. He did not do it on purpose. But they did give him a 5-second penalty for going off track. You hear him just like being broken, not understanding why his car's not working, then not understanding why he has the penalty, like it's the car. And then he basically is telling them, I'm going to try to get at least 1 point. I'm going to try to get the 1 point, which he did not get because of the 5-second penalty. Now, there's a lot of noise in the F1 world about KIMI. A lot of people are obviously in support of him. And then there are a lot of people who are like, quit babying him. Like, he's 19. He's not a baby. You guys act like he's 12, blah, blah, blah. And yes, in the sense, he's not a like 12-year-old child. And also, he is a teenager still. He is still a teenager. And he is only in his second season. And I think people, even though they're like, don't baby him, it's like, yeah, but he is still like in his rookie era and he's not sure how to cope when things like that happen on the track yet. He's in a position of where he has like a lot of natural talent. I mean, he was not expecting to be in the position that he's in. I mean, a lot of us weren't expecting him to be like leading the world championship for as long as he has been, or really at all this season. And I think experiencing something like that, the car breaking mid-race, not knowing what to do, getting the penalty, like stacked on top of each other when he had such a good weekend thus far, did really hurt his morale, especially when you have the adrenaline rush in the car. It's like, I can understand why he was like panicking and freaking out and very emotional at the end of the race. I mean, I cry when my cat does something cute. Like, I can 100% sympathize with the fact that he got done and he was very emotional. So everyone who's like, don't baby him. And I'm like, he is still a rookie. Just like, yes, he's an adult and he's still in his second season. He's learning. He's not sure how to navigate situations like this yet.
Yeah, I think with the like double yellow thing that happened the weekend prior, and then and like everybody like kind of just seeing the experience that George had compared to Kimmy, like just like being able to spot differences that quick, etc. And then to see this again, like everybody knows Kimmy's incredible and he's a generational talent. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, you are putting the weight of the world on a 19-year-old's shoulders and expecting him to be perfect. And I don't think that's fair to him. I think this is what every F1 driver who has ever won a world champion has had to deal with and has gotten criticism no matter how they handle it. And so I think like obviously the best thing for Kimmy in this situation is to, I mean, sounds cliche, but keep his head up and keep driving the way he knows how to drive. Like he's good. Like I don't think this is anything bad or even like necessarily sets him back unless it sets him back mentally. And so I'm hoping that he can overcome that and that Mercedes has been a big support after that whole.
Yeah. I will say, like, Mercedes as a whole, too, like, they've just been having some issues with the car, right? With George's just, like, stopping mid-race, then Kimmy's stopping mid-race, and then the wing shield coming off. Like, Toto even said in the post-race interview of Silverstone that he was like, that's on us. His car should not break like that, just, like, hitting the curb. He was like, his car should not break like that. So I'm hoping that those things have also, I mean, I'm sure they've got something figured out, like, up their sleeve to kind of work through that, because I think that's part of it too, that the cars need to quit breaking and or not working mid-race, because that's gonna cost them the constructors if they don't get it figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think from bouncing off what Kelsey was saying about from like the emoting side of things, especially just with previous drivers, whether it's over something victorious, over something gut-wrenching, the way they respond to that, 9 times out of 10, just let it be what it is. And I think Kimmy has already gotten better about that from even the end of last season into where we are now. But I'm also I just hope that when they, pulled him aside or after the fact, yes, we acknowledge the things that should be refined and improved for the next race, obviously. But at the same time, I'm like, the laps that he was still putting out prior to that taking place was once again insane. And I know that Dad made a comment about like, okay, come on, Crofty and Martin, y'all know better than that to say, oh, Kimi's going to do this and he's going to win this race, right? Because things happen and you don't know what that outcome 100% is going to be. But the way that the stats were showing is that Antonelli was catching Leclerc, right? Would have likely overtaken him until the time of him obviously hopping on the radios. But I just hope that they emphasize, okay, we were putting out those time marks and you were being consistent with that, Kimi, right? And moving that into the next race.
Any other thoughts?
I think that's it for Kimi. I'm just hoping that he doesn't get in his head about it, which I don't think he is, just because like his social media posts have been pretty positive so far, and he's been at other sporting events and Wimbledon, where he looked so snazzy. He looked like a
so
little
handsome.
Academy Secret Service agent thing. It was amazing. So I think he's going to bounce back.
It would have been very exciting to see how the rest of that race played out, and we'll get to safety car momentarily.
Yeah.
Like, well, we will get there. But I also do want to emphasize Leclerc was consistent, and I thought he capitalized where he needed to. He had a strong and steady race.
And he needed it.
He needed it.
He needed it.
Guys. Also, it's been since 2011, I believe, since Ferrari's won at Silverstone. So, like, let's go.
Yeah.
A moment for
huzzah.
Ferrari.
Yeah. Go Ferrari.
Forza Ferrari, baby.
Love them. I don't really have anything to say about performance based after Silverstone. I think Shark got lucky in a sense. I mean, had a good race. I can't deny that. But also, when you don't have the fastest car on track tracing you down, then yeah. So I'm excited about it. I think Ferrari looks really strong right now. I think our pit lane is looking just our strategy is just so bad 90% of the time. So if that can be fixed, or at least just a little bit better, then I think we'll be okay. And we just need to keep having consistent weekends. Also, Lewis Hamilton was literally just at the lake with Kim Kardashian. So hopefully he comes back all nice and refreshed when we get to Belgium.
Wait, I thought, oh man, so the rumors were false.
Oh, they didn't break up.
I don't think they ever followed each other in the first place.
Oh yeah, this was like completely proven false. That their breakup wasn't. They have never followed each other. They've only liked each other's Instagram posts.
Yeah, okay.
And like I think like that actual post that got spread around was from like years ago.
So anyway,
Sure.
I'm still holding on hope for the Formula One Skims line, which would be the sole redeeming factor of said relationship.
At Skims, at Formula One, please.
Please, that would actually be
We'd forgive you,
Please.
Kim. We'd forgive you
We-
for Kimi's towel.
immediately.
We would forgive
Like-
you for Kimi's towel.
And Martin Brundle.
And Martin Brundle.
Do not forget.
Which, oh, by the way, guys, did you see his grid walk at Silverstone? Did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
What's the girl's name from Ted Lasso? Hannah.
Waddington.
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 Something along that. Very British. She was so cute when she was cute the very first time she met Martin Brundle on the grid walk.
Waddingham.
She's so sweet.
She was so cute the very first time she met him on the grid walk, but this time she literally stopped him and she goes, Martin, I just want to tell you that if no one is paying you the respect, like you deserve the respect. Like went on this whole tangent about how like everyone on these grid walks should like treat him with such, and how much she just adores him, and like gave him, like, it was the cutest thing ever. And I was like, and that's our girl.
Yes.
She's an angel.
Girl. So his grid walk was much better than the Monaco extravaganza.
It was a little rushed, I believe.
Yeah, he was running out of time. He was like, I've only got 30 seconds. I've only got 30 seconds. And it was like,
he cracks me up. He's
great.
It's so iconic. It's so iconic. I do specifically, this is like my last thing kind of on Silverstone. V-Carb. What are you doing?
Honestly.
A in the points, but then in 6th and 7th. Like, what?
No, I know.
I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll die on this hill. V-Carb admin is my favorite.
I was about to
She is
say
so
this.
They do such an amazing job of connecting their audience to their drivers, seeing their personalities,
Mhm.
while also giving a good amount of race content.
I think it's the one woman, because she posts on Threads all the time and she has the same nails every time she takes a picture. I've been stalking.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's
She's
so
funny. At least that's I mean, they may have multiple for different social accounts, but she at least runs the Threads account, and
the Threads account. Oh my gosh.
she posted something on the Threads account the other day that was like, I fear that if my boss ever actually checks this account, like, I'm cooked, guys. And everyone in the comments was like, we will defend you. Like, we will go to war for you, V-Carb admin. Like,
Yes.
do not stress. She is amazing.
I'm
Yes.
still not over and Kelsey knows because we were rambling about this. I'm still not over the Isaac Max moment. I'll never recover from it when they did like a version of basically
I know.
Impractical Jokers.
I know,
And
it's so funny. And they had the
Oh.
cardboard cutout, and the guy's like, "Do you
Yes.
know who this is?" And the guy that Isaac's talking to is like, "No." And he's like, "He's an F1 driver, but he kind of sucks."
He's just like, and like Max is behind, behind the screen.
Max is laughing the
telling
way that he
Isaac to do
laughed
everything.
with Danny Rick.
I
Like,
know.
I haven't heard that Max laugh in so long, and I was like, "Oh my gosh."
No,
Hello, welcome
the
back.
deep Max laugh. It's so
Yes.
good.
He
But
made a comment the other day that he said his like his luck is acting like he has like run over a black cat.
I did see that.
Yeah. And I was like,
Yikes.
yikes. So unfortunate. And while we are on the topic of Max Verstappen and him crashing out in front
of the Lando
stand.
Guys, it was so good. I hate that Max didn't finish. I obviously want him to finish, but I'm like, come on. It's just too good.
It's fortunate, but it is like the lore behind that is hilarious.
You just can't make up plot like that, guys.
No.
It's just get up.
Cinema.
Blob and neons everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just boom. That cat meme that I showed you guys, where it's like
Yes.
Max after he gets out of his car, glowing neon cat. Just
yes.
oh,
And it's
so
like,
good.
oh, word. Like, there's nobody here that cheers for me whatsoever. Okay. All right. That's so
Brutal.
fun.
Brutal.
So funny.
Also rip to Max. I was really sad about that too, honestly.
Yeah.
So Carson is going to take us away into her little technical segment, but we're giving her 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes today. So in honor of that, Carson's 3-minute technical tidbit.
And disclaimer, I do have a disclaimer. Some of this, especially in relation to KIMI, will be slightly redundant. So she gave you a good prelude of breakdown for that. There's a couple more layers that I have added to that. So stay locked in.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, love.
All right, 3 minutes on the clock and it's lights out and away we go.
So lap 41, KIMI hopped on the radio, like Kinley said earlier, saying that he was having steering issues. Originally thought that it was something with his suspension or the steering rack. Instead, also Kinley said, his front left wheel shield became detached, making turning a struggle. Okay. Part of his aero bodywork around the left wheel, we know this, had failed because of the curb side of things. Okay. Something that I thought was interesting, wheel shield, more layers of that. Okay. The wheel shield is a carbon fiber aerodynamic panel that is mounted around the brake duct. What are the purposes of this? Directs cooling airflow to the brake assembly, shields the front wheel from turbulent airflow, helps manage the airflow around the tire to improve the aerodynamic efficiency, and then protects the nearby suspension components from excessive brake heat. Okay, so I just feel like that's worthwhile to know what that
That's
actually
helpful.
does. What caused it? Also, Kinley made reference to this, that Mercedes thinks that the failure occurred after Antonelli repeatedly used the high exit curbs, which not uncommon, but specifically at Pop's corner, which was turn 9. Impact is believed to have loosened that wheel shield, detaching it from its mounting. Okay, switching gears to Max, lap 48, Verstappen's rear wing failed to close properly to then be able to reestablish the full downforce, which then caused him to spin off track into one of the fastest, most infamous corners in all of F1 tracks, Stowe.
Stowe.
Which also, this is kind of crazy because closely resembled the problem that he had experienced during qualies at the Austrian Grand Prix 2 weeks ago. Yikes, 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 yikes. And then, as we said earlier, right in front of Lando's grandstand. Okay. And then, how am I doing on time?
1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
There we go. There we go. Normally, to give a different perspective, on the straights, the wing flap opens, which then simulates lower drag. So then higher top speeds as a result. On corner entries, the wing flap is supposed to close completely, which then allows for maximum rear downforce. So ultimately, that wing remained partially open or it failed to latch correctly, which left the car with substantially less rear aerodynamic load than it should have been. So cheers to that. Sorry, Max. I will emphasize that with both of them, themes there, it was less of a driver issue, but especially Max's. I know that KIMI's still definitely, like I said, it's more of a common thing that they hit the curbs like that. But Max was for sure more of a car issue, especially the fact that it happened 2 weeks prior as well.
And that's time.
That was kind of perfect.
Nicely done.
Beautiful. I
There we go.
understood that fully.
Yeah.
Max's accident leading into safety car. Kels, take it away.
What was that about, FIA? Toto's comment, that should have happened in 2021. Jaw on the floor. Jaw on the floor. Oh, what a quote. What a quote. I literally have, it's not behind me right now, but I literally have the commentary play-by-play notes from Abu Dhabi 2021. I hate that race, but I love it at the same time. And the fact that there's that similar situation and then Toto pulls that out, iconic. I love it. I think they should have had that last lap. I think everybody thinks that, and I have no argument with that.
I still don't really understand why it was redeployed. They kind of briefly touched on it after the race, but not really.
I thought this was very weird too, and I literally had to deep dive more into this because this is so frustrating. That would have been so exciting. Just genuinely would have been like, okay, we have this one lap shootout. All the cars are bunched back together. It just would have been so good. But the rule states, quote, that the safety car will recover to the pits on the lap following the allowing lapped runners through. This goes back to hello, Abu Dhabi 2021, right? Hello, Kelsey just hit on that, right? Sadly, with us being into lap 51, when the announcement was declared regarding the lapped runners, that wasn't accessible. And so the race finished obviously slow under the safety car. But this is interesting because how can we fix this problem? And Martin Brundle was the one that emphasized this because in IndyCar, for example, if it's within the last 10 laps, instead of a wave by, the lap cars have to peel off into the pit lane and then they rejoin at the back of the field. So I'm like, okay, that could happen, or the lapped runners could simply drop behind the pack. Instead, it's why are the runners being prioritized instead of our lead drivers? But basically, my understanding was to try to prevent congestion.
I mean, that makes sense in the sense of why the safety car came back out when you put it like that. But I agree with you that it's why are
Still
we
stupid.
even letting them lap? That's so dumb. We've got 3 laps left. Just tell them to sit back. I don't.
They haven't been good enough to stay in the fight, so why are they being prioritized?
Because it's couldn't have had the start anyway because you would have gotten stuck behind everyone who had just lapped. So I
Right.
get that in theory, but it's stupid.
Agreed.
They
Correct.
they just should not have let them lap this go around.
Correct. And I think hopefully that the FIA sees a problem with this happening similarly, at least 2 times now, probably more. And I just want there to be some sort of governance. Not necessarily change, but change.
No, there needs to be
fix
change.
it.
And
Yeah,
same
I
thing
like
with
that.
the track limits rule also. That needs to be adjusted as well because it's what you guys both emphasized on earlier. There needs to be some sort of like solid advantage that's happening, which was not Kimi's position at all.
I think it was Martin Brundle who commented on that too, where he was like, I think there needs to be a rule change with the limits. That's like, if your car is having an issue and you are not gaining any sort of advantage, then I think there should be some like leniency on track limit penalties.
So the stewards are actively, obviously watching the race, but they also have access to comms. They also have access to the TV broadcast. If there was any way that they were like, oh, like we didn't know he wasn't doing it on purpose, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You have so many people that are communicating to you that this kid is obviously not purposefully driving off of the track. And it's like you have physical evidence in like a literal voice memo, pretty much, that can be replayed and whatever, that this kid was not doing it on purpose. Like he's crying, screaming it in the car. And so, like, literally, I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, we know. And it's like the stewards are watching that. And I'm like, I know what law is, but there's also like the ethics side of it too. So,
yeah. I just think, and I get it because a lot of people are like, if George had done it, everyone would have been like, it's George's fault. And I'm like, actually, I don't know about that because
it's not any driver's fault if that happens.
Right.
Like,
and so yes, right. And so I think it being a statement rule, put it in the playbook. I don't care. Article 9, Section 15, okay? If your car breaks and you're going off the track to try to keep your car, like, from imploding or whatever it may be, you're not getting a penalty for it. Someone write that down. Put it on paper. Sign and seal it.
It's just, and then same thing, jumping back to safety car. It was surprisingly a dry, sunny day for the British Grand Prix. There was no debris on the track. There was genuinely no reason other than for them to say, oh, we're worried about the lap runners, right? And which is stupid.
Horrendous.
Like, but guys, oh my god.
It would have been better had they told me there were Lego pieces still on the track.
Yeah.
Something.
Bro,
Give us something.
Twitter was pissed. They were so mad. Everybody's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I was...
It just would have been so nuts. I imagine
it just would have been such a good race. Like, it just...
Leclerc did say, he was like, I'm kind of happy we didn't do the restart.
I'm sure
I didn't
he
have a
was.
lot left.
Right.
I'm sure he was. But think about it. Obviously, the cars carry crazy power. Okay. They would have no regard for needing to save any of their battery. And it just would have been, yeah.
Everyone go as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And Kimi would have had a chance at getting at least his 1 point.
Rip.
Which is, at the end of the day, is all I wanted for him.
It's 36 minutes of Silverstone content. If you don't know what happened at this point, bro,
look it up.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
Anywho, we
Let's
have
talk
another
about
Grand Prix this week. And happy race week, ladies and gentlemen. It is Spa week, which is my personal second favorite track on the race schedule.
We love Spa.
Which, guys, I do have a wedding that I'm attending on Sunday, and I'm trying to find a way to wear my whale tail necklace to the wedding.
Put it in a pocket, like if you have a dress with pockets.
Have it on you.
But does it count if it's not
Yes.
being worn? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay. Just so you guys know, the past couple times Kimi has had some issues with the car. It's because I failed to have the whale tail necklace on by the time the lights went out.
The whale tail necklace on
but,
this time?
Listen, and I love you, Kelsey, but I actually think you jinxed the whale tail necklace because after the sprint race, you were like, I'm throwing your whale tail necklace in the trash. And I was like, you gave it bad juju. You gave it bad juju.
I am gobsmacked by the fact that
Kinley's
somehow
like, I need to go purify it.
You just turned that whole thing around onto
Yeah.
me.
Listen, I had to blame shift, okay, because my heart is aching.
That's
I'm gonna
so
call it what it is.
middle sister of you. Oh my gosh.
It is in fact your fault, Kelsey. I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
That's so funny. That's
Obviously,
so funny.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But the 2 races before, Kimi did not do great. It's because I didn't have the whale tail necklace either on or on by the time the lights went out.
So predictions for Spa.
Everybody loves Spa.
We love Spa. We love Spa. Who wants to go first for predictions for Spa? Kelsey, because you love it so much?
Sure, I'll go first. I think Kimi's gonna get it back. I think Kimi Angel Baby's gonna be fine, but I'm gonna say, and this is on actual minimal research right now, but Lewis Hamilton P1, Kimi Antonelli P2, and George P3.
Okay.
This is the second time that I'm putting him in my predictions. I got really scared the first time. I feel a little more confident this time.
Cheers to that.
Also, Carlos Sainz, my prediction for him is P15.
P15. The honorable mention, P15.
Of course. Go ahead, Puka.
I'm going to say Kimi, Lewis,
George. And Kelsey, give me yours again one more time. You said Lewis.
Lewis, Kimi, George.
Got it.
She switched Lewis and Kimi.
Got it. Okay. First 2 aren't going to be that crazy. Kimi first, Char P2, and the dark horse, Isaac P3.
I was wondering if either of you were going to go Isaac because he's been on it.
He's really been on it.
I love Isaac Hadjar. Love him. Love him so much. Him and Arvid.
I know.
Kisses.
Arvid's like sweetie. He's a sweetie boy.
But Isaac, I think he was P5 in Silverstone.
Yeah.
Which is huge. That's like amazing. And a Red Bull, love him so much. I don't think yes. I don't think he's quite ready for I don't think he's quite there yet. I don't want to say he's not ready. I think he's ready. I just don't think he's there yet. But his progression, I'm really excited to see Isaac the second half of the season. After summer break, I'm fingers crossed. But I don't think he's podium yet.
I just sometimes think that Spa, anything can happen. And maybe that's my whatever persona.
No.
But P3, I literally have it listed Isaac/Max. But I want to see, because like you said, his progression's been so good. So where's that turn in the moment going to happen? Because he's not that far off from a podium. And I really believe that, I don't know. I have high hopes. Absolutely have high hopes for the kid.
Absolutely. He's going to be
100%.
great the older he gets, I think.
100%.
Cheers to that.
Wow.
All right. Is there anything else we have? Low drama this week for the most part. Nothing really too exciting was happening aside from the fact that freaking Will Buxton got everyone's hopes up about some big announcement, and it ended up being IndyCar, and I've never been so rage baited. I was like, Will, stop it.
Now, I did meet Will Buxton
last
2 years ago. Was it last year?
I thought it was last year.
It was last year. Okay, wow.
That would have been
time.
So I was a construct.
I met Will Buxton when I worked the Long Beach Grand Prix. I'm around big name people a lot, and I usually am really laid back. Guys, embarrassing video of me meeting Will Buxton. Truly, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I think you're so good at what you do. In Formula One, and can you sign my hat? Guys, there's an actual video of it. I have the hat that he signed still.
I thought it was more chill than it probably. I know it didn't feel that way, but I thought it looked a little more. You have sent it to me.
I'll send it to you again.
Okay. She's going to refresh the memory.
Anyways,
she's pull the replay. Pull the instant replay.
The picture of us together was actually really good. But anyways, if I meet him again this weekend, trust, I will report back. I'm not going to lose my ish. And C, if I'm brave enough to do it, ask if he can give Slipstream Sisters a shout out or say hi to you guys.
Yes.
That'd
Come
be
on,
really cute.
Will.
I
Come
just
on,
would need to
Will.
catch him in like a very chill, laid back time, which we all know race weekend has like none of those moments. So
Basically none of that.
I would
but we
forgive him
can-
for the teasing announcement, should he do that.
yeah, like bro, what?
I know we're like, Oscar.
Oh my gosh,
Oscar
Oscar's
leaving?
leaving
This
and
is
Max is going
crazy.
to McLaren and like blah, blah,
Literally.
blah, blah, blah. And then
Yeah.
he's like, IndyCar, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care about IndyCar.
I care about IndyCar, just not for that to be a big announcement.
I mean, I'm sure it is if you're the same way about IndyCar that we are about F1.
Right. That's
I'm
fine.
sure all the IndyCar fans were stoked.
Yeah.
I was not the intended target audience.
I mean, they did
unfortunately.
just get the Indy 500 winner from this year, so
Mhm.
that's kind of big.
I love that for them. I think that'll be the wrap up for this episode. So I reckon we'll be back after Spa and after maybe Kelsey meets Will Buxton again, and we'll go from there. So if that's all we got, that's the checkered flag.